Hello students, today we will study about reproductive health part 3rd. First, we will deal with oral contraceptives or pills. So they are in the form of tablets and they contain small amount of progesterone or progesterone and estrogen combination. So they are of two types. The pills have to be taken daily for a period of 21 days. So these tablets have to be taken continuously for a period of 21 days, starting within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. So it has to be started within the first 5 days of beginning of the menstrual cycle. Then after completion of menstrual cycle, a gap of 7 days. So a gap of 7 days is done during which menstruation occurs, and it has to be repeated in the same pattern till the female desires to prevent conception. So how is it taken? It is started within the first 5 days of cycle, then continuously for 21 days, and then a gap of 7 days is done, and if again we have to prevent conception in the next month, it is used. Now how they work? They inhibit ovulation. So they stop the release of ovum and implantation or the attachment of the blastocyst, as well as change the quality of cervical mucus to prevent the entry of sperms. So they change the quality of mucus inside the cervix so that the sperm cannot enter properly. Their motility is affected and some of them also die. Now Saheli, we know it is oral contraceptive pill for female developed by Central Drug Research Institute. It contains non-steroidal preparation, so it does not have steroids. That's why it we do not get habitual, because we know that some steroids they become later drugs and the person becomes habitual. So it is the good feature of Saheli that it is non-steroidal and it is once a week pill. We don't have to take it continuously. We have to take only one pill in a week. It has very few side effects and it has high contraceptive value, means the chances of conception are almost nil. It has been found to be very effective. Now the oral pills are very effective and they have less side effects. So they have very little side effects. That's why they are accepted by females. So in our country they are very popular and they are mostly accepted by females. Here we can see the oral contraceptive pill Saheli. It is written once a week pill. Then the next is injectables and implants. So injectable means injection, which is injected inside the body, and implants are devices which are inserted below the skin. So they both work in the same principle, progesterone or a combination with estrogen. So progesterone alone is used or it is combined with estrogen, and it can be used by the female in the form of injections or implants under the skin. Now they work similar to pills, that is they will prevent ovulation or implantation or change the quality of mucus in cervix. So the principle is same. The effective period is much longer. So this is the benefit, that their period of effective period is much longer. So once they are used, the conception is for a long time. Now administering or taking of progesterone or progestogen estrogen combinations or intrauterine device. So if these are used within 72 hours of coitus. So if within 72 hours of insemination or sexual act, if they are used, they have been found to be very effective. So they can be used in emergency contraception due to rape of a victim or casual unprotected sex where no device was used. Here we can see implant. So this is a implant. We can see many implants are there, many parts are there in the implant, and here we can see the implant is being injected or inserted under the skin by a professional doctor. This is a injectable, so we can see it is the injection, contraceptive injection for deep intramuscular use only, single use only. It can be used only once. So this is injectable. The last method is surgical method. It is also called sterilization. It involves surgery. So it is a terminal method to prevent any more pregnancies. So by this method, the pregnancy will be avoided for a long time. We can say for the rest of the life, because in this surgery is done. It blocks gamete transport. So the sperm movement or the ovum movement, it is stopped by blocking the pathway. So it is of two types. The first is vasectomy. As the name suggests, it involves vas deferens. So it takes place in male and a small part of vas deferens is removed. It is cut or tied up. It is stitched through a small incision or cut on scrotum so that the sperm will not move forward and they will degenerate in the pathway. Now tubectomy is found in females. A small part of fallopian tube is removed or tied through a small incision or cut in abdomen or through the vagina. So in this, the fallopian tube is cut in the middle or stitched so that the ovum will not reach the uterus. Here we can see the diagrams. This is vasectomy, in which this is testis, then this is vas deferens. We can see the pathway is cut and it is stitched, so the sperms will not move, they will come here and degenerate. And in tubectomy, we can see that ovary will release egg and the fallopian tube, it is cut and stitched so that the ovum will not cross this part, so they will also degenerate. So they will not be transported to the site of fertilization. Now the surgical methods are highly effective. They are very effective, but their reversibility is poor, means they cannot be reversed. They are permanent. Contraceptive methods have important role in checking the uncontrolled growth of population. So all these methods which we studied, they can check the growth of population by helping in family planning. They have some side effects. So sometimes if they are used for a very long time, there may be some side effects, though the chances very not very significant, so very less chances have been seen, but some side effects are possible, like nausea. Nausea means dizziness. Abdominal pain, so pain in the abdomen. Breakthrough bleeding, irregular menstrual bleeding, and breast cancer in some cases, if the person is suffering from some other disease also, then some of these side effects may be seen. Now MTP, medical termination of pregnancy. So it is intentional, means by intention or voluntary termination of pregnancy before full term. So when we intentionally remove the embryo before the full term development, it is also called induced abortion. So nearly 45 to 50 million MTPs are performed in a year all over the world. It is 1/5 of the total number of conceived pregnancies in a year. So in a year, whichever pregnancies are there, out of that 1/5 are terminated. So it is 1/5 of the total number of pregnancies conceived. So it is a large number. Government of India legalized MTP in 1971. So it is legal in India, but there are strict restrictions. So what are the conditions? There are strict conditions so that it is not misused. Here we can see MTP Act 1971 and it has some amendments in 2020. For example, this is the present law and proposed amendments. So first is contraceptive failure only applies to married women. So till now it only applied to married women, but the proposed amendment is that unmarried women are also to be covered. Second is gestational age limit. So 20 weeks was the age limit to perform it. 20 weeks was the gestational age limit, and now it is proposed that 24 weeks for rape survivors and beyond 24 week for fetal abnormality, means if fetus is abnormal. Then there is medical practitioner opinion required before termination. So one opinion is required till 12 weeks of development of embryo. Two medical practitioner opinion is required till 20 weeks. And proposed amendment is that one medical practitioner till 20 weeks and two till 20 to 25 weeks. And after 24 weeks, a medical board should approve it. And breach of women's confidentiality, if the medical practitioner discloses it, the name of the women, then fine up to 1,000 rupees, and now there will be fine or imprisonment for 1 year. So these are the proposed amendments. Now it is used to get rid of unwanted pregnancies. So MTP is used to get rid of unwanted pregnancy due to casual unprotected intercourse. If during intercourse no barrier was used or no method was used, or failure of contraceptive during coitus or rapes, or if some contraceptive failed to act. It is also essential in cases where continuation of pregnancy could be harmful to the mother or fetus or both. So this is very important, that it may be used when the continuation of pregnancy would be harmful for the mother or fetus. So then it may be practiced to save the life. MTP are relatively safe. So when they can be performed safely during the first trimester. It means during the first 3 months of pregnancy. That is up to 12 weeks of pregnancy, and the second trimester abortions are riskier because the embryo develops a lot. Now they are misused. So MTP are being misused because of female feticide. So first the amniocentesis is done, the sex is determined, and if there is a female child, it is killed. So they are being misused. They are also being performed illegally by unqualified doctors, which are called quacks. It is unsafe and fatal and deadly for both mother and fetus. So this is also a point, that many MTPs are performed illegally by unqualified person. Now how can we prevent it? By effective counseling. So we must counsel and spread information about need to do coitus with protection and risk factors involved in illegal abortions. So we must tell the people about they must avoid unprotected coitus and they must not use illegal unqualified person to perform MTP. Okay children, thanks.